option for our pelvic tilts is to be on all fours this way in a quad-ped position. So you want to make sure that your wrists are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips for that proper alignment there. Also make sure that your neck stays lengthened, so your eyes are probably looking out here in front of your fingers, not down at your belly or up at the sky. So once you're in this position, you can start with just a cat-cow stretch, rounding and releasing your back. First of all, it feels good, but it also helps to get that movement. So again, this is an alternative with the pelvic tilt, especially for if you're just more comfortable on all fours, but also for more pregnant woman in her 3rd trimester who may be uncomfortable on her back. This is another option. So we're going to get into the same kind of movements that we did on our backs. So if you come back to a neutral spine, Danielle, then what I want you to do, instead of rounding the entire back, we're just going to focus back on the pelvis down here in your low back. So tuck it under and roll it back. It's like when you were laying on the floor and you were pressing the low back into the floor, but now you're just hitting it from this position. An important thing to consider is to just make sure when you're in this all fours position to protect the belly by not straining it too much. So if you were in a plank position, it would be putting a lot of strain on the belly muscles. So making sure that your wrists are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips will help protect you from that position. So again, we're connecting with the breath here while we tilt the pelvis back and forth. So these movements should be nice and slow and flowing with the breath. You inhale, you relax, you have that natural little bit of a curve in your low back. As you exhale, you tuck your hips under and get that contraction, that connection through the center of your body. Inhale, relax. Exhale, drawing your belly muscles inward and upward and squeezing that ball between your knees.